Welcome to Saxon 3rd edition, Algebra 1, Lesson 67, and this lesson is on elimination, solving systems of linear equations by the use of elimination. Alright, so the method for using elimination is we have to do just that. We have to eliminate one of the terms, either the x or the y. It makes no difference which one. Alright, if I add down, I'm going to get, if I add simply straight down, I'm going to get 5x plus y equals 19. Well, that doesn't help me. It doesn't eliminate anything. But if I multiply the first one here by 3 and the second expression or equation by 2, I can get something eliminated. Alright, so let's see. Here, should be negative 2. I'm sorry. So that would be negative 6, negative 8, and negative 32. And then when you add those, these two are eliminated. You get negative 23y equals negative 23. And then if you divide both sides by 23, by negative 23, you're going to see that y is equal to 1. Alright, so basically we want to manipulate one of the equations so that when you add it or subtract it with the other equation, either the x's or the y's drop out or are eliminated. In this example, the x terms dropped out, which gave us a solution for y. Then to find the value of x, we simply substitute that value of y into either one of the original equations. Now, I have recorded a segment of a video by Robert Adhoot, who I think is the most incredible math teacher ever, from his website yaymath.org. If you would like to see the entire video, I think it's 28 minutes, you can go to his website and click on it, or you can find it on YouTube. Just type in Yay Math elimination. So I have recorded a little bit of that. Because he explains it just so much better, I think, than I. So the next frame, you're going to watch that, and then we'll work our practice problems.
And we're about to do the elimination method for Algebra 1. All right? Are we ready, class? Ready. All right. Okay, so we've done substitution method. Substitution method, we wrote two equations side by side. Elimination method, I recommend writing two equations, one on top of the other. So there we go. So, if these equations were next to each other in substitution method, we can solve this by now. Remember, we isolate one variable and plug it back. Okay. However, using elimination method is a different cup of tea. This time, the whole concept of elimination method is to add down within the equation. Add by columns. Right? I see a few faces of confusion, but don't worry, it's only been 30 seconds. Okay? So if we were to add down here, x plus x would be what? 2x. Y plus negative y would be what? 0. Negative 3 plus 1 would be what? Is minus x, you'll get 2x, and then you have to subtract this as well, and you would get negative 4y, and then you subtract this as well, you get 6. So we would still be left with an equation with two variables. The whole process of elimination, the word elimination, means to eliminate one variable. Right? I always think of elimination like Terminator. That's very good. It's irrelevant right now. Thanks, though. Okay. So we want to eliminate one version. You always add it? Okay. You can add or subtract. However, I recommend adding always, because adding avoids the confusion of subtracting. If we subtract it, you have to subtract the whole equation, meaning distributing the negative. You're allowed to do that, but let's get into a process of only adding. Question.
Okay. Once you have x equals 5, then like how do you get y?
You plug x equals 5 into any one of the two equations.
Either one?
Either one. The easier one.
Okay.
The easier one. So which one would you like to plug in?
Second one.
Let's plug it into the second one. So I'm going to rewrite it. X plus 2y equals 7. So instead of x, what are we writing? 5 plus 2y equals 7 minus 5 minus 5. Bring it up here. 2y equals 2, so y equals 1. So there's your pair.
Do you want us like to write?
Yeah, the point is the classic way. What's the classic way, right? So, remember, 3 times 5?
You plugged it into the same.
I plug it into this equation, the second equation.
You can plug it in. If you
Whichever one you want.
you get the same answer.
You're going to get the same answer.
Really? I got it.
Let's do it for fun. If we plug x equals 5 into here, we get 15 minus 2y equals 13. Minus 15 on both sides, you'll get negative 2y equals negative 2. Either one. Either one. Yes.
Why didn't you make it 15x?
Because x is fine. Alright, let's try another one.
Got it. This is so much shorter.
Yeah.
I like this.
I like you. That's funny. Yeah, see, it's on camera. Alright, so we have 6 altogether. Here's number 3. 2x minus 5y. 2x minus 7y. Negative 6. Negative 14. Okay, so let's try that one. So,
Wait, I didn't do
I know, yeah, I'm gonna talk. I'm not gonna write. Yeah. If we were to add these, would that help us?
Okay, so let's work these quickly. We have 3x plus 4y equals negative 7, 2x plus 3y equals negative 6. So, if I multiply the top equation by 2 and the bottom by negative 3, I can eliminate the x terms. So remember, when you multiply, to not change the value, you have to multiply every single term, okay, this one, and this one, by whatever you've got out here. So that would leave me with 6x plus 8y equals negative 14. And then distributing that negative 3 on the bottom, I would get a negative 6x, which is what you want. You want to have the same coefficient of x or y, and one needs to be positive and one negative. And then we're going to have negative 3 times 3 is negative 9y equals negative 3 times negative 6 is 18. So then that leaves me with the x is eliminated. Negative 1y equals 4. Divide by negative 1, then y is going to be equal to negative 4. Now that I know what the value of y is, I can go to either one of these equations, really, which one is easier for me, and I can substitute in that negative 4. So I'm going to do it in this bottom equation. 2 times x plus 3 times negative 4 equals negative 6. When I do the math there, I get 2x minus 12 equals negative 6. Add 12 to both sides, 2x equals 6, so x equals 3. And I'm going to write my answer in the point format, x first, then y. All right, in B, 5x plus 2y equals negative 3, 2x plus 3y equals negative 10. Again, I've got that 2 and that 3. I'm going to do this one by 3 and this one by negative 2, and that will give me a positive 6 and a negative 6, and we'll eliminate the y terms. When I do that, 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4x, negative 2 times 3 is negative 6y, and negative 2 times negative 10 is 20. Then I'm going to add those. These are eliminated. 15 minus 4 is 11x equals 20 minus 9 is 11. So I'm going to see x is equal to 1. Then I'm going to take either one of these equations. I chose the first one, and substitute in that y in x's place. So 5 times 1 plus 2y equals negative 3. 5 plus 2y equals negative 3. If I subtract 5 from both sides, I'm going to have 2y equals negative 8, leaving me with y is negative 4. Good job. I will see you back next time for lesson 68.